What's the most painful thing you were wrongfully accused of? Mr. Davis had been my favorite teacher for 3 years. I'd taken every literature course he offered, stayed after school for writing workshops, and even helped start the literary magazine he advised. When application season arrived, I asked if he'd review my essay drafts. I worked on that essay for weeks. Each night after finishing other homework and helping my younger siblings, I'd revise another paragraph. I filled 3 notebooks with discarded versions before finally writing something that captured my grandfather's journey. How finding his voice in a new language showed me the power of words. The day after submitting my applications, Mr. Davis asked me to stay after class. His expression was strange, disappointed and angry in a way I'd never seen before. "I need to speak with you about your essay," he said, placing a printed copy on the desk between us. Several passages were highlighted in yellow. "This isn't your writing," he stated flatly. "It's too sophisticated, too polished. The metaphors are beyond what I've seen from you before." My stomach dropped. "But it is mine. I worked on it for weeks." He shook his head. "I've taught you for 3 years. You're a good writer. But this," he tapped the paper, "this isn't your voice. This reads like it was written by a professional. Because I revised it dozens of times. You taught us that good writing comes from rewriting. I'm required to report this to the administration and your colleges." He continued as if I hadn't spoken. "Plagiarism is grounds for rescinding admissions offers." I left his classroom in tears. That night, I couldn't sleep. My entire future seemed to be collapsing because my writing had improved too much to be believable. The next morning, I arrived at school an hour early with my evidence. All 3 notebooks filled with drafts. I even asked my grandfather to email Mr. Davis about our conversations that had inspired the essay. The principal reviewed everything in a tense meeting. Mr. Davis sat silently as I walked through my process. When I finished, Mr. Davis cleared his throat. "The similarities to published works are still concerning. While you've shown your process, we can't verify when these drafts were actually written." The principal nodded. "We take academic integrity very seriously. Given the circumstances, we'll note the incident in your record, but allow you to submit a different essay to your colleges." "A different essay?" I whispered. "The deadlines have passed." "We'll explain the situation," the principal said, not meeting my eyes. 3 of my 5 colleges rescinded their acceptances. The other 2 deferred my application, eventually placing me on waitlists I never cleared. Community college became my only option. I abandoned my English major dreams and switched to accounting.